we run across this very narrow street, look how to the structure to the north. So it looks quite long, right? We can observe there is a big tree. The whole we can see are trees. You know, it's see from above.
Why is this tombstone different from the Shogun? Because I visited the Shogun tombstone in Tokyo.
These tombs are very, very old. They were built about 1600 years ago.
Okay.
The construction of these mounds started on the 3rd century and it stopped about the 7th century. So these are older than Shogun, older than Osaka Castle, for example.
Okay.
Okay, this is our next stop. Let's wait let's gather here below the street. And this is Japan's biggest coffin. You can notice the water. This is the moat. Actually, this coffin has 3 moats. We are actually right here. We are on this edge. We can see the first moat. There is a middle moat. You can see the trees. That's a bank of soil, and behind it there is a second moat, and yet a third one, the inner moat that is not visible from here. This tomb, well, please notice the water. It stretches about 600 meters to the north. This tomb is really big. It's about 650 meters from east to west and 840 meters from south to north. Please think of the biggest tomb in your country. People from China, I am sure you know, you remember this big tomb you had in China, the tomb of the first emperor. And where I got it? This one. Well, here we can compare the sizes. The pyramid in Egypt is of course taller. Here in blue is the tomb of the first emperor in China, also a really big tomb. And here we have the coffin, the longest of the 3. So this is the central mound, this part, but the whole area is quite big. So let's continue, let's go to the central part so we can understand better the size. In the moat, we can find fish in the moat. And because there are fish, sometimes birds come too, so we can find eagles, kingfishers, and also fisher eagles. We call them misago in Japan.
Are they for human consumption?
No, they are not.
Okay. Is the water significant, like, or is it just natural?
Good point. So, in the past, when an emperor was buried, he was buried also with part of his treasure. So tombs were often looted. There were robbers, great robbers, who would enter to look for maybe money or maybe relics. So the main purpose of a moat was to protect the tomb.
All the stuff around it.
All around it, yes. And this mound has 3 moats, so it's very difficult to get inside. And actually, it's not permitted by the Japanese authorities.
Oh, okay. Wow. It's interesting.
We put in a blue serum, but the color is gray, as you can see. It's outside this.
Guys, that is water and it looks so green. And inside there, it's an emperor that is buried, and he's buried with his treasures. There's the reason why they have water around it, so that people cannot enter. where the emperor is buried and still those treasure. Interesting, right? Family that like to fight for in Africa, to fight for people's treasure. I think people must start burying people with their treasure. They like to fight for inheritance. People must start burying people with their things. Interesting.
Space among trees, and you will notice that there are more trees at a distance. Remember that behind this stretch of land there is another moat.
Look at the tortoise. Wow.
Currently, these tombs are administered by the Imperial Agency Household, the Imperial Household Agency, United in Japanese. And they are very strict. Not even researchers are allowed inside. It takes very, very special authorization. In the last 5 years, I have seen only once that researchers were allowed inside the second embankment, not inside the central mound.
Oh, okay.
Just behind the land in the north.
How many people are buried there? You said with his family, right?
Yeah, usually this huge mound is for one person. Usually only one person is buried in a coffin. It happens that the family is usually buried in coffins next to this one.
Oh,
In this
okay.
case, we don't have it.
Oh, okay.
Well, in a sense, we do, because the other big coffin in Saka City, the 17th Emperor tomb, well, this was his son.
His
His
son.
father and son.
Oh, okay.
But in the other coffin group, we can see a big tomb for the emperor. Next, there is a one for his wife, and next for other relatives. So usually they would be in different tombs.
Oh, okay.
Keep left. Okay, please keep left. Somebody's coming in a bicycle. No one's coming. Keep going. You know, today in Japan, about 19% of bodies when people die are cremated. Well, this tradition started in Japan when Buddhism came from China. However, these old tombs, coffins, were built way before Buddhism came to Japan. So at that time, Japanese people still didn't have the tradition of burning bodies.
Interesting. And I wonder why the water is so green, like extremely green, not normal. Usually water is blue. So I don't know.